station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV, Tropical Storm Ophelia has come and gone, but some parts of the DMV are still cleaning up. We'll look at that and what you can expect to see this coming week. And 3 injured and 1 killed in a shooting at a DC nightclub. What we know tonight. And big changes coming to Metro bus routes this week. What you need to know ahead of your next commute. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now at 6. I'm Haley Mylon in for Ben Dennis this evening, and it's a rainy, chilly evening here in the DMV. We've been tracking storms throughout the past couple days, really, Scott, and again, that cleanup we mentioned. It's a good night to be on a couch, is it not?
It certainly is. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good football day, that's for sure. Yeah, you can see the clouds here, and you can see the movement of the clouds. This is obviously Roslyn as rooftop camera looks towards the west here. There have been some, sprinkles and a little drizzle. Not really showers or rain per se, but more of a nuisance type of situation as I was driving in this afternoon. And that is playing out as we go throughout the early evening time frame. Highs today were not very high. We saw just about everybody into the 60s here, although Fredericksburg with maybe a little bit of sunshine got us up to 71 and over towards Orange as well. But as you can see by the radar satellite view here, it's just Ophelia. The remnants of Ophelia are still in our area, and we're still feeling the effects of it with, again, some of that cool, damp air out there. And again, every now and then, a sprinkle or a little mist or a little drizzle. Now, this is all going to lead to some foggy conditions in parts of the area overnight tonight, so that's going to reduce visibilities this evening. And here is the latest and last information here with post-tropical cyclone Ophelia. Basically, that means it's just lost its tropical characteristics and has been doing that since really late yesterday. Now, tonight we're going to see numbers pretty much staying where they are now into the 60s all across the region. And your headlines, as you see, drizzle and patchy fog overnight tonight. On and off showers this week, a slight warm up by next weekend. And Philippe has formed, and we talked about him last night. Where will he head? And I'll show you the track of Philippe coming up in a little bit. Miley?
Scott, thank you. And today we're still seeing the destruction following Ophelia hitting yesterday in the DMV. Take a look at your screen. This car was crushed by a fallen tree in Montgomery County. Now, according to Fire and Rescue, this happened on West Old Baltimore Road earlier this afternoon. That driver was inside the vehicle when the accident happened, but there were no serious injuries reported. To the district, police are looking for a suspect who allegedly opened fire in a DC nightclub late Saturday night, killing 1 man and injuring 3 other people. DC police say 31-year-old Blake Bozeman was one of the 4 victims of the nightclub shooting. Officers were called to the 1300 block of 8th Street Northwest just before midnight. All 3 victims who survived were transported to a nearby hospital. That's where Bozeman later died from his injuries. The 3 other victims are expected to be okay. Bozeman played basketball for Morgan State University for 4 years. Morgan State University made an official statement on Bozeman's passing saying, quote, "The Morgan family extends our deepest condolences and prayers to the Bozeman family and friends. Our family was an extension of his, and he was a shining example of what it means to be a student athlete. If you have any information about the shooting, you're asked to call police. A reward of up to $25,000 is being offered for any tips leading to an arrest." And in Frederick County, deputies are investigating the death of a woman whose body was found near the Costco distribution center in Monrovia. The Frederick County Sheriff's Office says it received a call for a welfare check around 1:30 in the morning. The caller reported seeing an intoxicated person in the cab of a truck. Deputies made contact with the driver, 46-year-old Matthew Sidney Watley of Sickerville, New Jersey, and the body of the woman found on the floor of the truck. Authorities haven't released the name of the victim. Watley has been charged with 1st and 2nd degree murder. And a heads up, if you ride the Metro bus or to work or anywhere else, some bus routes will look a bit different beginning today. Our Tosin Fakile joins us with everything you need to know about Metro changes this week, and she even shares some tips on making your Metro ride better.
Metro riders, as you get ready to start the work week today, Sunday, adjustments are made to 8 Metro bus routes in the DMV. WMATA says the changes will improve safety, reliability, and rider experience. In D.C., the changes will be made to the B2, H2, H4, S4, and S9 routes. Let's go over to Maryland. There, the B21 and B22 routes will be changed. And over in Virginia, new stops will be added to the 11Y bus route. And Metro wants your feedback, as they could soon be changing how they name their bus routes. Officials are asking riders to take a survey on how Metro should rename those routes to make riding easier for passengers. The survey is part of Metro's Better Bus initiative to improve rider experience and efficiency. You can find that survey on Metro's website. And Metro is taking public comment until Thursday, September 28. I'm Tosin Fakile in the studio for DC News Now. Back to you.
And if your commute takes you to West Branch Drive in Fairfax County, you may want to consider an alternative route. Fairfax County police say the road will be closed today from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for a demonstration. The closure is between Tysons Boulevard and West Park Drive. The case against a fired Loudoun County Public School Superintendent Scott Ziegler goes to trial tomorrow morning. Just this week, a judge denied a motion made by his attorneys to dismiss charges against him. Scott Ziegler is accused of mishandling the high-profile sex assault allegations of two high school students. Our Max Marcilla was in court for the arguments on Thursday as lawyers of the accused the prosecutors of wrongdoing.
Former Superintendent Scott Ziegler's attorneys said they understood the weight of what they were asking for the charges brought forth by a special grand jury that was investigating for months to be dismissed. It's something that Judge Douglas Fleming ultimately said he did not agree with, saying it was up to a jury to decide guilt or innocence, and the 2 separate trials for the 3 charges Ziegler faces will move forward as scheduled. Ziegler's attorney, Aaron Harrigan, laid out the argument for why there was prosecutorial misconduct severe enough that the charges should be dismissed. She said the prosecutors leading the special grand jury, which was impaneled by Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares, influenced the jurors, saying there's supposed to be just as much a chance of no indictments as indictments. But the Commonwealth pushed back, repeatedly saying they strenuously reject those allegations and that the investigatory body did a vigorous examination and just wanted to get to the truth about how the same student could commit 2 sexual assaults at 2 different high schools months apart. Judge Fleming said he agreed generally with the Commonwealth, saying trials are for guilt or innocence. And that's what will happen next. Ziegler's 2 trials, the first one next Monday and the second one next February. Reporting in Leesburg, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
Starting tomorrow, free at-home COVID tests will be available. The White House announced it'll provide $600 million in funding to make it happen. This is the 4th round of free tests offered. You can place your order online beginning tomorrow, and shipping is free and expected to start early next month. Now, each person will be allowed 4 test kits at home. The link to your order is on our website. That's dcnewsnow.com. And right now, it's National Recovery Month, and the White House is shining a new light on youth substance abuse. This week, the Biden administration met with students in Virginia's first ever recovery high school program. The White House says more than 20 million Americans are currently in recovery for substance abuse. National Drug Control Policy Dr. Rahul Gupta says companies can help by hiring people in recovery.
Job is more than a paycheck. It's about dignity. It's about self-respect. We got to make sure that funding doesn't stop going to communities, because it is a matter of life and death.
Right now, Dr. Gupta says he's worried about the looming government shutdown. He says it could hurt the administration's efforts to help people rebuild their lives. Maryland drivers are required to have their vehicles inspected for emissions. That may change, though, when lawmakers gather next week in Annapolis. DC News Now's Stephen Cohen explains.
In Maryland, vehicle emissions inspections generate $3 million in revenue each year.
Currently, drivers are required to take new vehicles to be inspected within the first 3 years of purchase. But that could change, according to Maryland Matters. The State Department of Environment and Motor Vehicles Administration are discussing changing vehicle inspections for new cars to be mandatory after 6 years. They claim inspections on new cars are unnecessary.
It's really at your discretion, I think, to get your car inspected personally, but really when you're selling a vehicle, I think that's the most important time to get it inspected.
Both agencies say 99% of new vehicles pass the emissions inspection, so many policy analysts are asking, what's the point?
With all the new recalls happening with the new vehicles coming out, I just feel like people aren't taking it very serious, and I think they're not as important as they once were.
That loss of revenue from fewer inspections would have to be replaced. MVA Administrator Christine Nizer suggests a mandatory $25 smog abatement fee, for example. That could make up the difference. It's something California is currently doing.
I think the requirement to get your car inspected in Maryland is it was a little pushy. I think 3 years to 6 is a good change, I think.
The General Assembly is expected to review the program when it reconvenes next year. Reporting from Frederick, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.